Hi everyone, thanks for watching. So today's video is going to be a follow-up from a video I did about 7 months ago. It was called 7 Brands I Want to Try in 2017. Someone commented and asked if I would revisit that video and talk about the brands if I've tried them in 2017, my thoughts on them. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing. I will of course have that video linked down below if you want to check out these 7 brands that I said were on my radar, on my list to try in the year of 2017. So why don't we go ahead and start chatting about these brands. So the first brand that I had on my list that I really wanted to try was Lorac Cosmetics. I was particularly interested in trying some of the Melt stacks. They have a really good reputation. I hear a lot about them. A lot of people are using them. I see them in tutorials a lot, and I was really interested in trying them out for myself. Now, I'm actually a little uncomfortable talking about why I decided not to make a purchase from Lorac Cosmetics so far in the year 2017, and I don't think I will. I know we have a couple months left of 2017, but I don't think I'm going to make a purchase. And the reason why is because I sent an email to Lorac Cosmetics, and it was shortly after I did that video, and I just said, you know, I'm a blogger and here's my links, and you know, I did this video, and you know, just wondering if there's ever room on your PR list. I mean, it was the basic pitch email that as a blogger, I'm sure a lot of us have sent out to different brands. You know, I used to send them out all of the time, especially at the beginning of this year. I was sending them out like crazy to all these brands that I was interested in and just pitching myself and all that fun stuff. And when you send out pitch emails, sometimes you get a response back and they say yes. Sometimes you don't get a response back, you don't hear anything. Sometimes they politely tell you no, they don't have enough room, or you know, whatever the reason may be. A lot of times I would get a response back like, oh, we forwarded to our social media team. I did get a response back from Melt, and I don't know if they meant for the wording to be the way that they had it, but it was really rude. And you know, I just moved on from it. You know, it didn't like make me cry, or you know, I've never bad talked Lorac Cosmetics or anything like that. I've just never talked about them again since doing that video and getting that email. But it just kind of really turned me off from making a purchase. And again, you know, it's an email. I don't know if they meant to come across the way that they did. It just really kind of turned me off from making a purchase, and I don't think I will in 2017. I'm not saying like I'm boycotting the brand or you shouldn't buy or anything of the sort. It just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So kind of the urge to purchase one of those Melt stacks kind of rescinded a little bit. So I have not made a purchase from Lorac Cosmetics. Maybe in 2018 I'll feel a little bit better about it. And I'm not trying to say just because a brand doesn't send me something when I pitch myself to them means I'm not going to purchase from them, because that's not the case, because I have emailed a lot of brands. So that's not the case at all. A lot of times I will email, and even if they say no or I don't hear anything back, I'm still happily buying the products. So please don't think that was the reason. It just, the wording came across as very rude and very condescending, and really caught me off guard. I'm happy that wasn't the first response that I ever received back as a blogger, because it probably would have shook me to like not want to send any other pitch emails out. But that's what happened. That's why I haven't purchased from Lorac Cosmetics. It's kind of a silly story, but it's the truth, and it's why I kind of decided not to make a purchase from them, because it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Next up on my list was Lorac Cosmetics, and I did make a purchase from Lorac. I actually purchased the Brunch Palette, and I was really excited about this palette. I mean, it didn't end up being like my favorite palette, and I wasn't, you know, like over the moon about it, but I still thought it was a really nice palette. I know this got a lot of mixed feedback, and actually a lot of negative feedback, but I quite liked my palette, and I thought it was really good for a pastel palette. I had a fabulous time reaching for this one, especially in the springtime. And then I was so shocked because I did a Will I Buy It video, and I was talking about the Pirates of the Caribbean collection that Lorac was coming out with, and they actually emailed me and said that they were going to send me the collection, which was wild and completely unexpected. They did send me their eyeshadow palette, their cheek palette, and the lip products in there too. And then, even more shocking, they turned around and they sent me the Beauty and the Beast collection as well when they came out with this collection. I was like, are you kidding me right now? This is crazy. So that was really, really awesome. I will say that I thought the eyeshadow palettes were really good. I don't have a lot of complaints about the eyeshadow palettes. The standouts to me are really the face palettes from these collections and that I have tried. I think I mentioned both of these in my favorite limited edition products video that I did. I think they really are very good. The lip products I really didn't like so much. I think I decluttered a few of them and I passed a few along to friends as well. The lip products just didn't do much for me, but definitely the cheek palettes had me so excited. This is the one from Pirates of the Caribbean, and it has a lot of really gorgeous highlighters in here, including a blush. And this one I think I like even more. It has 3 blushes and a gold highlight in here, and I go into this one so often, and this one often comes traveling with me too. Next brand that I said that I wanted to try in 2017 was Voss, and I'm excited to say that I did. My friend Michelle actually sent me the Holy Grail eyeshadow palette, and I was so excited when I opened up that package because I wanted to try this palette so bad. I really wanted to try the Voss eyeshadow palettes because I was hearing such great things about them. And when I opened it up, I was like, this is just my kind of palette. This palette is for me. And I'm so excited to say that this really turned into one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. I continually reach into this guy. I really enjoy the mattes. I love an all matte brown smoky eye. It's what I go for so often. And a lot of times I'm reaching into this palette because there's a lot of browns in here, but there's a lot of different shades of browns. And I recently did an Instagram tutorial with this palette, and you see me take a brown from each row and then blend them all together to create that brown smoky eye, and it's just one of my absolute favorite looks. So I love this palette for it. I love this orange over here. It's called Hashtag. If I'll flip the palette around so it looks normal, but I love the shade Hashtag, and I find a reason to use it every single time. Even when I do a brown smoky eye, I come in and take Hashtag and blend it all together. Why? I don't know. I always need that orange though. The shimmers are also really beautiful in here, and I love the big mirror. I will definitely be trying more Voss eyeshadow palettes for sure. I've been so impressed with this one, so I would highly recommend Voss if you're looking for a good eyeshadow palette. This one really got me. So next up, I said that I wanted to try Koko Lashes. I am a huge fan of lashes. I'm not wearing them today, which is a little strange. I did do a Flashback Friday video, which would have been posted on Friday. I'll link it down below. But that's where I do this makeup look in case you are interested in seeing how I got it. I will go ahead and leave that linked if you want to check it out. I just love false lashes. I've been wearing false lashes for years and years before I had a YouTube channel, before I even understood how to really apply false lashes. I didn't care. I was still wearing them because my eyelashes are just so short and tiny, and I just love wearing lashes. And so I had my eye on Koko Lashes because Lusterlux, or Katie, she's one of my favorite influencers, and she always would talk up the Queen Bee lashes from Koko Lashes, so they were on my list. And I was so excited. My friend Kelly sent me a little birthday package, and in there was the Queen Bee lashes from Koko Lashes, and I just thought, no way, like that is so cool. That's such a good birthday gift, like lashes. Oh my gosh, it was so exciting. So I was super pumped about that, and I wore those lashes to death. I do not have them anymore because I wore them so often. It was like one of those pairs that were like disintegrating in my fingertips because I wore them so much. They were gorgeous. I love them. I need more of them. I've been seeing other styles in the Koko Lashes that I want to buy too. So I think I'm just, when I go to place my order, I mean, I definitely need the Queen Bees, but I think I want to try out a couple of the other styles too because I really enjoyed those. They were easy to apply. I enjoyed the band. I know that they lasted a really long time. I mean, my birthday was in March, and I just recently got rid of them. They might have actually been in my most recent, like, either empties or declutter video. Sometimes I'll throw lashes in my little garbage can so I can talk about, you know, which lashes I'm getting rid of, but I go through lashes quite a bit because of how often I wear them. But I felt like they had really good lasting power as well. So yeah, I would definitely purchase more Koko Lashes. The Queen Bees are gorgeous if you love full and wispy lashes. I would totally recommend them. I almost missed this brand. I was going down the list in the video and I was counting them. I was like, oh my gosh, I only did 6 brands. Why did no one tell me this? No, I just missed one in the list. Whew. So we're gonna go backwards a little bit from that video, but another brand that I really wanted to try was Juvia's Place, and really exciting because I did get sent the Masquerade mini to me from a subscriber friend, which is so exciting, and I'm really grateful for all these packages that I do get from subscribers and the people that I do consider friends, because it just helps me out so immensely when doing review videos or even just getting asked. I don't know if people realize how often, you know, beauty bloggers or beauty influencers get asked about comparisons and dupes and formulas, all of those different pieces, because I mean, it truly is, for me right now, it is a daily basis where I get asked something about a product, and it's almost a daily basis where I have to say, I don't know. I've never tried that. It's impossible for me to buy everything. It's, you know, impossible for me to get sent everything and get on every PR list and get every PR package there is out there. That's not possible. So when I get these packages, it is so incredibly helpful to me. I mean, I love being able to play with the makeup, and that's obviously so exciting for me, but it means even more that I can make those review videos, that I can do comparisons videos, and then I can just answer comments and questions about some of these products. So it means a lot to me, and just thank you to everybody who has sent me anything. It means a lot to me, and you guys know I cry a lot, but it really does mean a lot to me, and it really does help me out. So thank you to everyone who has done that. And even if you've done anything like sending me a letter, I get a lot of letters and cards in my PO box, and that makes my day. I'm working on making an entire like photo album full of those because they really do mean a lot to me. But to get back to the video, to reel it in, get back to the video, I have the Masquerade mini palette from Juvia's Place, and oh my gosh, like people are not joking around when they say that these eyeshadows are absolutely incredible, because they really are. Don't need any sort of, you know, like setting spray or a damp brush to get these shimmers especially to really pop. You don't need that. One of the first shades that I ever came in with was this green one right here. And a lot of times when I'm trying out an eyeshadow palette, I will not dampen my brush first because I just want to see. And I remember dipping it into there and putting it on my eyes, and I was like, how is this even possible? And then sometimes even when you do that, it looks popping right away, but you can tell throughout the day that it fades and fades and fades, or sometimes it fades, you know, by the time you get done doing the rest of your makeup, your eye look has faded, and then you do need to dampen your brush and go back in. No, not these. These stay on your eyes so long that they almost kind of stain my eyelids. And at the end of the night, when I go through and, you know, take my makeup off when I'm wearing this palette, I go through and take my makeup off, you know, do my eye makeup like normal, and I look in the mirror and I still have remnants of eyeshadow on my eyelids, and I'm like, what? How do I get this off? And I have to really go in and like in detailed about taking off these eyeshadows, because the lasting power on these is like something I've never seen. I like this palette because it definitely can push me out of my comfort zone. It has these beautiful browns, you know, right in this section over here, has these like really like the neutral tones. Obviously, look at all these bright colors in here. They are so fun to play with. I love the greens, I love the purples, I love the blues. I even love this color right here. That one was so pretty and unique. I've gotten so much joy out of having this palette. It's been really fun to have, but it has definitely made me very impressed with the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes. I would not hesitate to recommend their eyeshadows to anyone, and I would definitely buy some for myself as well. Very impressed with this brand. I have 2 brands to go. The sun is setting, so my lighting might be changing, but I'm filming a little bit later. So the next brand that I said I wanted to try in 2017 was Kevyn Aucoin, or Kevyn Aucoin Beauty. I really wanted to try this brand, but they're definitely a luxury, like high-end luxury brand and prices. I always heard such good things about the sculpting powder, and I love contour and all of that, so I was like, I really want to try it. And I found a duo on the Sephora website. It was the sculpting powder, and then I think it was a blush or a highlight, I can't remember now, but it was a little duo, and it was only $25, and I was like, I'm totally buying that. And right around that time, the VIP sale was coming up, so I was getting everything ready for that VIP sale, and I was like getting that duo, and I'm so pumped. And then when the VIP sale hit, it sold out immediately, and I was like, no. I was so bummed. I was so upset about it because I really wanted to try it. But then I somehow got a package from Kevyn Aucoin, which was so insanely exciting. When the thing about PR packages that I know, I think a lot of people think like, oh, you're just excited that you're getting the free makeup and all of that. It's a much deeper feeling than just getting something in the mail, just receiving something, because I don't know if you guys know how hyped I am when I just get an email saying that they like my work, or a comment on an Instagram photo, or even just a like on an Instagram photo. Just knowing that you're catching attention of these brands, that is what really means a lot more than, you know, the free makeup that they send along. But of course, it's a huge part of it, and it's a huge part of being able to expand and grow a channel. I got this book, which was so cool, and then inside you have a cream contour and a cream highlight, and then you have the regular powder, sculpting powder, and then the candlelight powder, which is a powder highlight, and then you have these eyeshadows down here, and I immediately became obsessed with the sculpting powder. That is like the star of the show. And most recently, I also got the Making Faces beauty book, and I've mentioned this in a couple different videos, but inside you have this little magnetic pull out, and then you have these 3 different books here. I believe the set is $75 on the Sephora website, but when you open it up, so you have the sculpting powder again, and then you have a highlight, and then you also have a bronzer. I reach for this so often. A lot of times I don't have the book nicely put together like how it is now, because I reach for that contour book so often. And then we also have a blush. You have 2 blushes up here, and then 3 eyeshadow shades, and then in the 3rd book is like a full like mini little eyeshadow palette here, which I just think is so cool. Also did send me the concealer at one point, and it doesn't have the full name on here. I know it has a longer name, but I'll have everything linked down below. But this is a really good concealer, a very full coverage concealer. I reach for this one a lot. So those are a couple of the standout products from Kevyn Aucoin Beauty that I've been so grateful to receive, because it's been really fun trying out this brand, and because they do have such high prices, it's nice to be able to say what's worth it, what's not worth it, and all of that. But yeah, very, very excited to be able to try that brand in 2017. And then the final brand that I said I wanted to try in 2017 was Beauty Bakery. I was interested in quite a few of their items. They had some eyeshadow palettes that I thought were interesting. Some of their setting powders had made it onto my radar, and I ended up not making a purchase because, you know, not only do I enjoy reviewing makeup, it's a big reason why I started a YouTube channel. I just love reviewing. I've been reviewing products since 2009 on my blog, but I'm also a review junkie. I watch review videos all day long. If I'm interested in a product, I'm going to YouTube first, and I'm typing in that product, and I'm watching review videos because I want to know what I should spend my money on. That's why I take my reviews so seriously, because I really rely on other people to, you know, give it to me straight and tell me what I need and tell me what I don't need and what's worth it and what's not worth it. So when I was really interested in Beauty Bakery, I was watching all of the reviews that were coming out, and they really weren't so good. And, you know, I was watching a lot of people that I really trust and I respect their opinions, and a lot, you know, there's not everything was terrible, but it just didn't seem like we would be a good fit. And watching the review videos, I was like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna pass over this brand. That's why I enjoy watching the review videos too, and I feel like they really do help me out and help me decide where I should put my money and where I should save my money. So I ended up not making a purchase, but I would like to know if you guys have purchased from Beauty Bakery, what you would recommend or what you wouldn't recommend. Not saying that I won't in the future or before 2017 is over, but as of this point, I have not yet made a purchase from Beauty Bakery. But then after that, those are the 7 brands that I want to try in 2017 and a follow-up from them. Okay, so that's gonna do it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed seeing a follow-up video from the 7 brands I wanted to try in 2017. And thank you for the idea of doing a follow-up video, because I don't know if I would have thought of that one myself, but that was a good idea. If you would like to see any more videos like this, you know, like maybe 7 more brands I want to try before 2017 is over, or 8 brands I want to try in 2018, that kind of thing, please just let me know in the comments down below, because I would love any video suggestions that you might have for me. Let me know what you thought about the brands I've mentioned. Have you purchased from them? What do you think of them? Have you not? I would love to know. And as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you will also consider subscribing before you go, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.